So hi, my name is Marina. Today I'm going to be talking about how to get over a heartbreak according to science. So heartbreak sucks. I'm sure it's affected about 99% of the people in this room, if not everyone. I don't know about you guys, but I can clearly remember a time where I looked something like this. The last time I went through a heartbreak, I felt sad, lonely, vulnerable, angry at the world, and like it would absolutely never end. So, like any 21-year-old PNB student, I turned to science for help. A quick Google search results in about 7 million hits on how to get over a heartbreak. Apparently, I wasn't the only one looking for answers, and there's a lot of different people asking the same questions, and you have a lot of different opinions about how to get over a heartbreak. This one's my favorite, with pictures. It kills me every time. Lucky for you guys, I've narrowed down all of this information and summarized it into 5 easy ways of how to get over a heartbreak. Number 1 is listen to more Taylor Swift. So Taylor Swift is known for her songs about love and heartbreak, and it might seem counterintuitive to listen to songs about heartbreak as you're going through heartbreak. But some researchers actually found that participants who reflected on recent breakups over 9 weeks actually fared a lot better than those who didn't. So participants who reflected every week for 9 weeks showed less sad and lonely feelings, less intrusive thoughts about their significant other or ex relationship, and they showed a much greater emotional improvement by the end of the 9th week. So why does reflection help us deal with heartbreak? It has to do with this thing called self-concept. Your self-concept is the way you see yourself apart from anyone else. So the findings from the reflection study can be attributed to clarifying self-concept. Every time participants reflected, they rediscovered who they were apart from anyone else, apart from their significant other. This is really important. So you can regulate your self-concept through a bunch of different ways, whether it's through journal writing or talking it out with a friend or repeatedly singing, "We are never, ever, ever getting back together." Number 2 is put in extra effort to stay healthy. It's important to know that love is both emotional and physical. When you're in a relationship with someone, your psychology and your physiology synchronize with one another. Your heartbeat, your thoughts, your hormone levels, all of it synchronizes with your significant other. So when you break up, it disrupts the synchronization and throws your body completely out of whack. It can mess with your mood, your appetite, your sleeping habits, and even your immune system. Your immune system especially becomes compromised during a breakup. So it's really important to do even the little things to help you stay on your feet and not in your bed sick. So even things like eating a little bit healthier, getting a little bit more sleep if you can, and maybe even exercising. Who knows, maybe these things will even distract you from thinking about your ex. Number 3 is pop some pills, and I don't mean the illicit drugs kind. I'm talking about painkillers like Tylenol or Advil. Under an fMRI, participants who were asked to look at pictures of their recent ex-partners showed activation in the posterior insula. That's the same area that processes pain, like we heard before. Thankfully, since drugs like like Tylenol and Advil work on physical pain like a headache, they also work on emotional pain like heartache. Number 4 is check yourself into rehab, and not the ones in Florida with the palm trees and the tennis courts. I'm talking about treating yourself as if you were going through a rehabilitation program. Under an fMRI, participants going through a heartbreak looked very similar to those undergoing cocaine withdrawal. Both showed activation in the ventral tegmental area, and the nucleus accumbens. Those 2 areas regulate our reward system, and that deals with our motivation, our pleasure, our addiction, and coincidentally, strong emotions of love. So back to rehab. Since heartbreak and drug addiction look very similar, why not treat them the same? So in our case of heartbreak, if you're going through a rehabilitation program, one of the first things you're told is to avoid triggers and keep your cravings at bay. In this case, that might mean throwing out all your old pictures together, stop hanging out with their friends, definitely stop creeping them on Facebook, and stop communicating with them, even if that means deleting their number off your phone. Number 5 is give yourself time. And although I've just given you 4 amazing tips on how to deal with heartbreak, I can't stress this one enough. It's really important to give yourself time. Rome wasn't built in a day. It's easier to fall in love than out of it. All the cliches are true. Be patient with yourself. And even though it might feel like you'll never get over it, one day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be okay. So to conclude, heartbreak sucks and it's painful, but there are ways to get through it. And according to science, when you're dealing with the heartbreak, you should give yourself time, avoid triggers, take some pills, stay healthy, and most importantly, sing lots of Taylor Swift. Thank you.